Oh, sorry. Don't worry about what I was doing. It's just a quick River House update for the people who care. If that's you, hey, love you, man. Yeah, turn this fan off. So, really quick, it's just it's been difficult to get out here. Years ago when Dad told me that I really needed to seriously consider making that thing marginally habitable and moving here before starting to build because it would make my life so much easier. Well, he was right. So it's just been hard to get out here. And it's been even harder because there'll be times when I'll have like 2 hours, right? But the drive in the old work truck is 20 minutes and they're 20 minutes back. And so now, and it drinks a hell of a lot of gas. Yeah. If anybody has any idea why a tiny little 318 would suck down so much fuel. Anyways, what the heck was I doing? I better stop and think. Better trim those. Oh yeah, it was an update. So I have not heard back from Coeur d'Alene Windows or the hardware store yet. Obviously, the leaking windows is not the hardware store's issue. The stained bay, that one is. And I have filed my own claim with Coeur d'Alene Windows, and I guess I really need to mention to them, let's get your poop in a group, guys, because every time it rains, I get water pooling inside my wall cavities. Nonetheless, nothing really to say one way or another. I believe I do know how to fix them really quickly, but at the moment I don't want to touch anything for fear of, just for fear of. I was able to get some work lights installed up in the big main room so that it's just much more usable here at night, which is when I do most of my work, and swapped out all the light bulbs for LEDs. What else did I get done? The plumbing is essentially done up to about this wall right here. So for all the kitchen stuff, but the, all the vent system, bathroom sink, right? Big dry vent there. That's the upstairs toilet. That's all connected. This shower drain is not in. I have the port down there, so it's all prepared to put it in, but I'm lacking the confidence to drill and set that, so I'm kind of pushing that off till I run out of other things. The nailing flanger things have all been installed so that my heat system is now supported, and I'll be able to attach my sheetrock to it, including all of these. So the pipes have been blocked up to give the poo the right slippity slope. Let's see, I guess we can go downstairs. All those nailers are in over there as well, so that's all done. I got this post here relocated because this was a load-bearing wall, and that's a vent cavity, a return vent cavity. So I hadn't properly supported that. And then what else? Oh, this one here was relocated because I was basically gonna cut that header, not that header, that's top plate. It's basically gonna cut that in half when I drilled that hole through. So I relocated the stud so that it's directly under the beams. What else? Oh, ha! I didn't pause it. I just flipped it around. I guess since it's flipped around, little caveat, I hung my plumbing, and eventually there will be a wall between it and the concrete, and that wall will have hangers for the plumbing, so I have to support my plumbing temporarily. Just want to get that out there before everybody sees what I did. So we are now connected. Shay and I went down, and we are connected all the way you know, to the poop tank. Mr. Turd's wild ride down there. And then, yeah, we come across. I don't know whether it would have been better to come across flat and go straight down. I figured since these lines here, while properly sloped, right, for a 3-inch line, they're still a little flat. So I figured it'd be really good if we hit this corner here and picked up a little steam before we headed on down the hill. Nonetheless, yeah, you know, everything flows downhill. So that's the connection up above. And what I mean by these is, because of the stupid way I built the house, that's an outside wall right there. Huh. That's an outside wall right there. So there's going to be a stud wall inside here in order to give me some insulation. I can't build it until after the electrical inspection, because if I build the stud wall in here now, the inspector will make me put outlets every 6 feet or something like that. And while there'll be a few outlets in it, I don't need that many outlets in it. And then it'll have to meet all these codes and stuff. So as far as we're concerned, this is finished, and I don't know what I'm doing. That part's probably real. Anyways, goes back into there, right? We can see the port attachment for the sink setup, or the kitchen setup rather, and then behind that mess of ductwork there is the extra port for that shower that's not installed. I'm reasonably proud of it, even though I know it comes across as a touch amateurish. It's all flowing downhill. It's all nice and secure. We're going to ignore the fact the pipe is hovering off the top of that support bracket over there. And yeah, everything from the laundry room sink to every turd bowl in the house, every drain hits this line, goes to the back wall, or as close as I could because I had to come over the top of these rocks, goes to the back wall there, and then comes around. And then that's this line here is Shay's shower and Shay's sink. It comes down in here. That's the master bedroom. Everything goes in there. So it might look a touch odd, but hey, I kept the plumbing on the outside edge. It's definitely gonna be quite the journey when you flush an upstairs toilet, right? Then that little music starts, do 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 do, as it works its way down here. Jeez, 500 feet maybe to the septic tank. Over 6.5 to the end of the drain field. What else did I get done? I got all of the ductwork done, so all the return lines are in, and the return line vent cavities are capped, and I have strapped up everything, although it looks like I could still put 2 more straps there. I have doubled all of the strappage under the house because I just felt it would be better. We've had an awful lot of water, so you can see I still got water trickling in here. I guess I could try to show you outside, but it's a bit of a blizzard. I guess it's not too blizzardy. I told you I knew how I could stop that water leak. If I put a piece of masking tape right here across this corner, right there, which would then force that running water to come out and down, then no water would make it into the house because it's coming down, hitting this, running across, and going in that tape. So that is how I could stop them from leaking inside. But I don't want to, I don't want to change anything. I want it to just stay that way. So this is what I got done here. I got a lot of rock in because, it's just making a mess. And then I have trenched all of this by hand. So the way it backfilled, I should have backfilled more with dirt. There's not enough of this clay soil going down along the edge of the foundation line, though it will eventually wash in there, so it's not particularly well sealed. And as all this water comes in, it was pooling right here, which meant it was going into the rock shelves and going down. I'll never stop all of it because it's going in up there and coming down here. But now at least that water goes out, connects up, and goes out over to the edge of the lawn, which again is just 20-30 feet of gravel fill. So it just goes boop, and it's gone. So that's been done. This door here has been screwed shut, and I have attached planks at the bottom, holding it tight to the bottom of the door to try to stop air egress in there. We're getting close to the idea of putting a little heat in the house, so I'd like to keep what I purchased. And then this door over here, again because of the blowing rain, I attached a scrap of roof flashing, and that stops it. That stops it from blowing water in and pooling and soaking this, because that's starting to raise the grains. So yeah, it's really about it. Today I have a handful of things to do. We had originally arranged, a retired timber cruiser has volunteered to take Shay on an intensive wood walk. We've just finished a number of books about mycorrhizal connections between trees, mycelium and the other one, the two funguses, and reading up on how certain trees connected. Like, I had no idea that a alder or birch would connect with a pine, but not a fir. Underground, the wood web net. So he's really quite excited about all that, and he's doing quite a bit better in his studies and his readings and stuff like that. And anyways, this man arranged, and he's excited to take Shay around, but it's kind of a crappy day to do that. So if that doesn't work out, I'll just stay here. Otherwise, I gotta work a bit and head in. My goals for today is let's get all of these base bases finally insulated all the way up to the top. Because I can't get insulation, I'm pulling insulation out of the cellar. I guess installing $1,000 worth of insulation down there was a mistake, because it's not a fully conditioned basement, but it's also not an unconditioned basement. Anyways, I'm pulling it out of the basement where I can get at it easily and replace it easily someday down the road. I'm going to stick it in these walls because I can't get any right now. I'm also not doing the kitchen because I can't get 2-inch PVC fittings. So I got to wait on that. Yeah, it'd be nice to get, all of these. Yeah, probably should seal up a crack like that. Get all these taken care of. And then my hope, because this is the last bit of ceiling work that has to be done before you could actually, start putting heat in here. My hope would be sometime today to get up in there. You can see maybe the shine of the ductwork. I've got two bathroom fan vents that come down right here. Those two bathroom fan vents need to be brought down into the space and connected up to the fan boxes. The problem is, dumbass here, when he was tugging on that one, managed to rip it. So now I got to go on the roof, cut all of my sealants, pull that box out, trim it, reattach it, put it back through, and this time not tug on it too hard. But I'm a little torn. Right now the roof is bare and dry, but the wind is icy cold and howling. So I'm thinking I need to rush up and do it really quick before the snow starts, because that'd be so nice. And then I don't have enough insulation to finish. I have 2 bags of R30, so I miscounted these by, I think, 3 bags. And that's all I can get of that stuff right now as well. So, but I can get it in there. The downside is this is supposed to be R45 up here. And so that means I put the R30 in this way, and then I layer R15 this way. So either I got to pull even more out of the cellar, or I need to leave myself room that I can work those up in there. But that's about all the update I can think of going forward. I believe things are going okay. To some extent, I'm not sure I would know enough to know if they're not going okay. Other than that, we have we've run out of money for the year, so no big purchases. Oh, I guess I did decide on that kitchen window. I'm not going to ask for a replacement bay. After dealing with those joints there and knowing that that bay window has 3 of those joints exactly like that, nope, not going to mess with it. So I talked with Danny, and we're just going to get a flat piece of glass for that hole right there. There won't be a bay in the kitchen anymore. So that'll save me many hundreds of dollars. Yeah, anyways, we're sort of stuck at the moment. I can't get it, can't afford it, and don't have time to put it in. But you know, heading into the holidays, God, life could be a whole lot worse. Thanks for watching.